She won most talkative in high school, and she has been running her mouth ever since. Welcome to the Lisa Fisher Said podcast with your host, Lisa Fisher.
Hey kids, it's the podcast where we talk about the heavy-hitting stuff of politics. Oh, just kidding. We talk about what to watch on your streaming service.
Yeah.
And Natalie and I do this every few months. We get caught up. We keep a list chronologically of what we've watched, because that's what matters, people.
Yeah.
We don't care if you're watching some sci-fi, as we now learned that I like, or
We'll have to regroup on that.
something else, but it's what we like, but we know what you people want. The one thing you people need to watch, because this is what Natalie and I do. We put it on the list, we start watching,
Yeah.
and we text the whole
We
time.
have a shared note.
We have a shared note, and we start going, egg, God, oh my gosh. The Curious Case of Natalia Grace on ID channel.
Ew.
Is all you can say. Have any of you seen it? We have a live studio
It's
audience.
so ick.
It is so ick.
But it's sad too. It's crazy. It's gross. It's sad again. I mean, like
Compelling, but it's compelling. You want to see what happens.
But it's like a horror movie
It
that
is.
actually a real horror movie was kind of based off of, called The Orphan. And it's this, like, you don't know how old this, well, you set it up.
Okay, so Natalia Grace was an adoptee from, was that Russia, Ukraine?
Mm-hmm.
I forgot. And a family in the Midwest who we realized had some major demons. Like
The dad,
the dad
he
and
thinks
mom.
he's an actor.
Yes, he does think he's an actor.
And he is acting on this documentary like
Yes.
or faking nervous breakdowns.
Yes. Oh, it's something. Yes, real cheesy, contrived movements. I mean, he is overdoing it. So this family, though, in that first episode, you think, oh, they got the daughter of their dreams. They have two older children. One is this genius, and he's graduating high school like in 8th grade.
Who doesn't leave the basement, but that's okay.
Yes, exactly. And he is solving problems at Purdue or whatever he's doing.
Yeah, he's like a prodigy.
And you think, oh my gosh, this family has it going on.
Yeah.
Until we
Right.
come back a few years later and the family's busted up. He really is in a basement. The other sibling,
One woman the mom went to jail,
the mom went to jail. Then there's
They-
that.
had adopted this young lady. I'm going to say young lady.
So
'cause I
yeah,
feel like that's,
Natalia
like,
Grace.
the age is appropriate.
That's the whole thing. It's a discrepancy on her age. So they adopt this girl, and she is a little person. So that's one. Her physical deformity is she's very, very small in stature. So you think, oh, they adopt a special needs daughter.
right. She has very much disadvantages.
Yes, she does. Her English is good, though, surprisingly good. So it did make you wonder. So in the beginning, you're curious, how old is this girl?
You don't know how old
You-
she is.
Well,
Is she 5 years old or is she 35?
Wait. She claims she's 8, right?
Well, she was told that she was 8.
She was told she was 8. And then skip
But-
to the end, she may be 30.
Right. But she was, but the thing, this hellish journey that we go on with
Yeah.
this family in this docuseries, which I'm mad that we watched it, quite frankly. Because I felt so gross.
Yeah, right. Well, there are
But
a few other gross
you-
ones on our list
Oh, I
today.
know. Well, we're masochists, but I also, like, you can't look away.
Totally.
Like, I'm like, I
couldn't
have
look
to
away.
know what's
Yep.
going on here.
What happens?
But like when it was over, I couldn't turn it off fast enough. I was
Right.
like, okay, I'm done.
Right.
I did it. But so she was adopted. They did adopt her officially, and things started to come up that was about her, whether she was 8 or not.
Well, and
like
things
at bath
come
time
up.
and things like that.
We're
We don't-
meaning body hair that showed up. And they're
It just
saying,
started to get the line was getting
kind of blurred.
hazy.
Oh, yeah.
of how old she was as like the
How did you think she was in the very beginning when you saw her? 8 or 9?
8, yeah, 9.
I thought 8 or 9. And then because she had
But
been
she
through
obviously
puberty.
was an early bloomer.
Yeah,
which is real.
Yeah, like the
That-
first
that
few
can
weeks
be
of your
real.
life. Well, it's something.
It sure happens to
It
some.
does. It does. Then they kick her out.
they absolutely kick her out. And that's the part where it's like,
It's
I
abusive.
don't care.
No, that's abusive. At
And
that
they
point.
deserve to go be prosecuted because they
That's
absolutely kicked her out and made her live by herself on a second story where she had trouble walking to begin
her
with.
little arms can't. She has
They
to have
completely
accommodations,
neglected and abandoned her.
and they didn't do anything to
and
accommodate
that was their
her.
responsibility was
That's
this
right.
person. I don't care if she was how old she was because
agree.
they adopted her.
I agree.
So that they're in charge. That's her well-being is in their hands.
Oh, wait, and then we started realizing they physically abused her.
Right.
The mom
Right.
is cray to the cray, and he is too.
She's an asshole.
She's an asshole.
Yeah.
And the mom physically abused her, and so this comes out during it that you're going, oh my God, what kind of monsters are you?
Right. And the husband, I'm like, okay, he's a weenie,
Oh, such a weenie.
the worst.
And he does
and just fake crying.
and-
like poor me. He is so
he's the
about
victim.
him. He's the
He's the
victim. And I'm
victim.
like,
No,
dude,
it's
are
the
you
little
out of
girl,
your
right.
mind?
It's the little girl.
She's supposed to be doing a follow-up and be interviewed.
Okay.
But I don't know when that's happening. And
Stay tuned. We may have to put that in show notes. So let me put it down.
I just don't want to watch it, but we're going to have to.
Oh, I have to know. Because I do have to know legally
She's-
what her documents say she is.
Right. And she's not, I think that do we even know towards the end that she was actually older? I still don't know.
Then she worked the system. Then she came in fraudulently.
Good for her. Do you blame her?
Well,
She was
I don't-
abused and
but was she abused from her native country? She may have been better off there, is my point.
oh, well, yeah. Because she got that family. She did not get the pick of the litter.
No, she did not.
She got the cuckoo birds.
Yeah.
And the mom went to jail and then they dropped all the charges,
Yeah, magically.
right? Crooked. But, entertaining AF. I mean, that's just how that goes.
It is.
It's just
And that's the ID channel. So
Yep.
next we go to our
moving on to
friends.
the next happy thing.
And this one, y'all, you have to watch it. We in Arkansas love it because it has the Duggar family's a part of it, but shiny, happy people. And it's about the name's even a facade.
There's nothing
obviously.
shiny or happy about these people.
I said, so it talks a lot about Bill Gothard, which was the man that they attributed their ministries on and their thinking and their theology. I said, well, for one thing, he had a Lego-shaped head, if you remember.
Totally.
And ill-fitting Men's Warehouse suits.
Looked
But
awful.
I said he's the L. Ron Hubbard for Christians.
Oh, yeah.
And
Add great big pervert.
and the Duggars are the Warren Jeffs of Christians. I mean,
oh my God, yes.
or Bill Gothard is too, because now it looks like there were allegations.
well, and
that
he's
Bill
just
Gothard
living alone somewhere, like nothing happened to
totally
him.
untouched
Right.
by any. No one's
Right.
prosecuted
He tried to
him.
sue the victims.
Now, how does that even?
It's
work?
impressive.
Yeah, it was.
It's impressive.
because it's impressive because that's a sign of narcissism that the rules don't apply to you.
Oh.
You know.
Well, also, he was a groomer. I mean, he's
Oh,
great
such
big
a
pervert.
groomer.
Great
Such
big
a
pervert.
groomer.
And the Duggar's son, what was it, Josh
Duggar.
He was arrested for child pornography.
Finally was convicted.
I know.
The Duggars, y'all, they backed him up and tried
Not
to get
all
him
of them.
out. No, mom and dad.
Mom and dad, they still do.
Mom and
And-
dad went to bat for him every time and said, it was just his sisters and they just touched him on the clothes. I went, I don't
And then
care.
they found a bunch of real gnarly
Mm-hmm.
computer stuff.
They said it
like-
was some really bad.
Oh, I was very upset.
It kind of gives me throw up to even repeat it.
It's nasty. So, but there's that, and then his wife stood by him.
And there's seven.
His
they have
siblings
seven
are like
kids.
later.
Yeah.
Okay.
About half of
They're
them.
like, bye-bye.
Free Ginger.
I mean, there's
Free
like
Ginger, she's
45
gone.
kids, but
Yeah.
like at least half of them were like,
Yeah.
we're out with this family.
And
And the dad ran for Senate during the trial.
I mean, read the room, dude.
you just have
read
no idea.
the
Who do you
room.
think you are?
Jim Bob
Again,
Duggar, a narcissist.
impressive.
Yeah, the room, right.
Jimbo? I didn't know that was his
Jim Bob.
Jim Bob. I didn't
Jim
know
Bob.
that was his name until like today. Or
Oh.
like that was like what he went by.
He went by Jim Bob.
And that mother, that wife,
I've
I
interviewed
will
them.
light her on fire.
Okay, so they used to have a TV show.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
And I saw clips and I was like, oh.
I
my-
was on an
she's
interview with them.
A garbage person.
And has no idea, y'all. She's totally aloof.
Well, they teach that like victims of assault it's their fault and she's like, one time I was playing tennis and my skirt was too short. I'm like, I mean,
And?
all explicit.
Right, right.
I mean, I was
Just
just
screaming.
like screaming at the TV, like,
I know.
oh, you horrible woman.
I know.
Yeah. Well, and she's brainwashed too, but she's accountable.
That's right. Absolutely. She's an adult.
You can
That's
be brainwashed, but I have to be accountable.
And you can be brainwashed and make a choice for your body, but when children are victims because of your neglect,
right.
you're culpable.
Totally.
Yeah. So they should have been charged. She should have been charged.
Absolutely.
As an accomplice.
Absolutely. Oh,
Based on that.
We just need to start our own crime show, though.
Right.
And we just need to be our own investigative journalists.
That one we had to breathe into a paper bag afterwards.
I needed like 8 showers with the power washer.
I saw you out there.
It was disturbing.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. Okay, then we flipped over to Peacock TV.
Ooh, this is a good one.
We kind of forget about Peacock TV, but this is called Based on a True Story.
I love it.
That's the name of it. Based on a true story. It may have been 8 or 10 episodes.
Yeah.
Like
30 minutes.
Great for the ADD crowd.
Totally. 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Like 8, 10 episodes. And it's about a podcast, like a murder podcast. And these this couple discovers
Kaylee Cuoco, who
she's
is
so
so
cute.
endearing.
She's so darling.
She is a
Chris
doll.
Messina, I love him too. I think he's just adorable.
Love him. Didn't know him.
I know. He was
love
in the
him.
Mindy Project. He's so sweet.
Oh,
And he
okay.
was in Sharp Objects with Amy Adams.
Oh, yeah.
Not as sweet.
Yes, you
Different
wanted, I
vibe.
couldn't finish that one,
I
but
had
I forgot.
to.
Okay.
Well, I had to.
Yeah, I know.
But the premise of that show is it's executive producer Jason Bateman. So I
well,
knew,
of course we're
I
gonna
knew
love
we were
it.
going to love it because he's involved. But also, I think she's the cutest thing ever.
She is
And
a
I
doll.
didn't watch The Big Bang Theory, and you know I didn't watch that.
Yeah, I know.
Because I couldn't do that.
Right.
But I think this show is really good, and I'm excited for season 2 because it's this couple's discovered a serial killer.
Cliffhanger.
I know.
They did not resolve the conflict.
No, they did not. Definitely, it's definitely not like there's obviously going to be a season 2 when the strike is over, though. So
that's true.
We have a situation.
We do have a
The
situation.
writer and the acting strike, so we don't know when that's going to happen.
Shoot.
It will, though, I think.
Okay, because that's one that you definitely want to see.
I love that one.
Season 2.
Yeah.
Okay, Natalie today watched one. I told her to watch, y'all. It's so sweet. It's on Hulu, and it's called Flamin Hot. It's a true story behind the janitor at Frito-Lay and Eva Longoria produces this. Directed this, yes. And it's the story of how the Flamin Hot brand, and tell his little rags to riches story.
Well,
it's
it's
so
like
sweet.
it's incredible what it did. It was just like, and it was him, Richard.
Oh yeah. I forgot.
I never say things right. So
Yeah.
Montanez.
Montina, something.
Montoyas.
Montoyas. Thank you.
I butcher everything, so it's just me.
Fisher.
Anyway,
Fisher. It's easy.
I just can't. But it's like basically it's about this one guy who like incorporated an entire community, like a Hispanic community, to be to bring awareness to and bring importance to, and that like we like things too, and like we have, and he came up with this flavor with his wife Judy that he met in like elementary school.
Okay, now
and they're still together.
How sweet is that?
It was the cute. They only have been like they're.
And they struggled.
Lovebirds.
They
No.
struggled because the financial hardships. Living in LA on a janitor's salary, he did anything to work.
Yeah, he was a really ambitious hard worker.
Very, very impressive. And so
His father was awful.
Yeah, his father, of course.
And then he got better, of course. But
didn't she like make some of the powdered homes? She was the
she
one
did
that,
all of it. They got all. It was
That
all
was it.
homemade. Like, and then
The
they
Flamin' Hot
had
brand.
to redo it, but it was good. And then, it became this billionaire idea, and he became this director of
Isn't that awesome?
multicultural. Yeah, but my favorite part, besides this beautiful story, is that I did not recognize Tony Shalhoub the entire time.
Who are you?
I know.
What's happened?
Okay, first of all, we know how much I love Wings.
Wings,
Okay.
Marvelous Miss
No, I know you
Maisel.
love that.
Well, I
It
love
gives
both
me
of them.
I get the cringe.
I really?
Honey, we've talked.
I know.
I
but
want
still,
to
I'm
like it.
trying to sway you.
I
'cause
know. I'm
this
not
is it
done.
For them. Okay.
I know. I'm not. I don't know. But he didn't look like Tony Shalhoub to me. I was like, he's familiar.
Really?
And then at the end of it, I was like, that's Tony Shalhoub.
Doesn't it show how broad
He looks
his acting
amazing.
skills are?
Well, yeah.
Because we loved him. So Natalie's family was when they got me started on Wings.
Love Wings.
In the 90s. And your mother even quotes a funny line when they said, Antonio, in your country, it was like a man who had all
It's
these
Italian
girlfriends. Yeah.
with the- yeah.
Something. And he goes, what do you say to that in your country? Way to go. Remember? Way to go.
Like somebody with a lot of
He was
girlfriends,
a
yeah.
great character
He's
actor.
an amazing actor.
He is.
He always has been. He was in Monk. I didn't
Now,
watch that, but a lot of people did.
We're big Monk fans.
I'm sure.
Big. In
USA
fact,
Network. I get it.
yes. So my kids watched it and Sydney, my oldest, asked my son recently. She goes, Gibson, was Monk good, or are we just nerdy homeschoolers and we thought it was good?
good.
And we turned around and said it was good.
He won all the awards.
He was an obsessive compulsive detective in San Francisco.
Like, I want to watch it now.
Oh, it's one of those that I'll just turn on and go, I just need a moment with Monk.
You can like go back to a Monk episode and be like, I remember that.
Oh, for sure. Yes, we
With
watched
Monk?
it. You just wait.
You've never mentioned Monk.
I know. I don't know why.
Who are you?
That is, I have some secrets to reveal.
I don't like that.
I know.
I mean, we gotta clear that up.
Oh, I love it.
Well, I'm gonna watch Monk.
In fact,
That's right, maybe before West Wing.
Okay, well, I'm going to do that one day too.
It's really
It's
good.
on my list.
It's really good.
It's on my list. That's what I hear. The detective in Monk was the creepy killer in Jodie Foster, Anthony Hopkins.
I mean, is that great big fat person?
No, well, he was the one that. Isn't he the one that kept him?
Buffalo Bill.
Yeah, Buffalo Bill. Yeah.
Yeah. Goodbye Horses. He's in the show. I can't watch that.
It took Chris a minute. He really did. He goes, I don't know if I can watch that.
I don't know.
You really don't know.
That changed everything.
And he is just a goofy detective or a captain of the police department.
No, like funny, cute.
Tries to be
No,
kind of corny.
you're out of your mind.
No, I tell the truth.
That is the weirdest casting I've ever heard in my entire life.
Find out his name. Someone Google his name so people will know what we're talking about. But
Is that great big fat person? That's how he talked.
He did. Yeah, it was. That was good.
Puts the
He
lotion in
still-
the
he still
basket.
kinda
It gets the
talks
hose
like
again,
that.
whatever.
Oh, look. Chills.
I don't-
I mean,
I
it
don't know what-
hurts.
I don't know how to respond.
And you'll have to remind me, Darren, we can pause.
Ted Levine.
Ted Levine's his name? Oh, is he Jewish? Huh?
With Levine, most.
He would have to be, I know. My people always have to know who's Jewish.
He was also in Jurassic Park 4 or 5.
Oh, I didn't.
Oh, I didn't go that far. I was committed, but I didn't go that far. Okay, Darren, we can pick back up. Okay, don't want to bore you people with our convos here. Wait, so what was Detective, what's his name in Monk?
I don't know because
You
I'm now upset about Monk.
And Stoddard.
yeah, Stoddard or something? Yeah.
Oh, Stottlemyre.
Stottlemyre, yeah. Yeah.
Well, now I think we need to rewatch Silk Stockings.
While we're up.
Chris and Rita.
Okay.
Remember Chris
Alrighty.
and Rita?
Yeah.
My mother's never been the same. Do you know the ending of that?
Oh, it's been years.
Chris gets it.
All right.
And it is, 90s spoiler alert, but Sally has never been the same since Chris died.
That's how we felt in Turner and
Silk
Hooch
Stockings.
when Hooch died.
I turned it off before.
Thank you. You were smart. I
know.
didn't know better.
No. I do now.
Oh, okay.
Because I think it's a really good movie. And then I'm like, no.
And it's him, Tom
It's
Hanks.
Tom Hanks, he's super cute.
He's adorable.
That's when he was super
Adorable.
kind of hunky. But,
Okay, here's another one that's totally
this
brutal.
one wanted to make me want to like stand in traffic. This next one. Go ahead.
It is Take Care of Maya on Netflix. Not a lot of yucks, as we say. No,
Seto.
Yeah.
And I feel like part of my sparkle died.
diminished that day. It's, you
Just when you
stop
think it can't get worse, it does.
And
Why
it's
don't you set that up?
I don't know how much we should tell.
Don't just the basic.
It's a mom and dad who are being accused of, that was a Munchausen syndrome by proxy.
She has this. What is her disorder?
She had
again?
some disorder.
was very obscure.
I'm 12 years away from a medical degree, and
Right.
I've never heard of it. So
Right.
I'd have to ask the real doctor if it's a real condition. But
Right.
it was something she had, and the doctors and the nurses and the hospitals, y'all, which I hope are sued to high heaven.
Not at John Hop. No, that was the whole thing.
Oh, Johns Hopkins. That's
They're
right.
protected.
Oh, that's right.
That was the whole thing.
Y'all, they abused this family. They didn't listen to the stories. They started reporting them to DHS.
Gaslighting to the max.
Saying she's not sick, she's fine.
Her mom's
And-
giving her Munchausen, like she has Munchausen.
Yeah, that's what you're doing. We know you're hurting her. And she was from Germany, another country, so she had a little bit of an accent. She would fight for her
She was
child.
arrested.
She was arrested. That the accusations were too great for her, and you can imagine what she does with her own life, which we see that scene because it's actually recorded in real time as they're getting ready for trial, because they're trying to sue the hospital. They're trying to get their name back. They don't, because once your name's in the mud, your name's in the mud. People don't remember. No matter who you cheer for in your life, you just remember the bad things people said about them. And so she couldn't take it anymore. That it humiliated her in such a way that she took her life. And so the cameras are there for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he's trying to fight the battle.
He's
on
very
her
darling.
behalf.
The dad is very sweet, and
yeah.
there's 2 kids. So the daughter has a brother.
Yeah.
And they're like a little team, and
They are.
they all stick together.
But she's being deposed all the time, being accused.
constantly deposed because it was during COVID, so it was a lot over Zoom.
That's
and
right, that's right.
it's just
And that
I don't think people should watch it.
Okay, all right. So don't watch that.
I don't
one.
know. It's important for their story to be told. Like I don't want to take that away.
It's important to know that even though you're going to a hospital and you may have a broken leg, someone could question you, and it could
like,
it could railroad
why is the leg
everything.
broken?
Yeah, it could railroad everything.
It just depends on
And the money that these
some of the
people-
system is
terribly broken.
Right.
Terribly broken. And it was for this family.
and they
that's-
still have not. They've had zero justice. They were
None.
suing for a wrongful death.
Yeah.
It's not working out.
Yeah. So I think that is still in litigation of some sort
Yeah,
in the
it's not
civil
done.
court. So
Case 4 days ago.
what?
Civil case.
Okay.
Jury selection begins the civil case against John.
Jury selection begins in the civil case against John.
So it's back
Hopkins.
on the
Okay, good.
because they were like waiting and
I
waiting
know,
and waiting
that's
and
what we
waiting.
were waiting on.
Well,
so they were
that's
so
good.
disappointed. That's what was also sad after she takes her life. And then, they kept getting, no, red light, stop, we're not going to listen to you. And your heart broke for them.
I mean,
it was something.
I didn't talk for like 3 hours after.
I've had a few of those. I can't think of what they are right now.
Well, that was one for
I'm
me.
sure I can.
I was speechless.
Okay,
So
that-
maybe
that
skip
was-
it
yeah,
unless
maybe
you're really
skip it, yeah.
tough.
Okay, we're going to do one more, then we'll take a break because everyone needs to see Hijack on Apple Plus.
Okay.
What do you think?
So I'm real weird about plane stuff.
Oh, some people are that way. Can't watch it.
I
Creeps them out
love
too
Air
much.
Force One. That's
Okay.
the president's plane.
Okay,
It's not the plane I'm getting on.
that's true.
I don't get to fly on Air Force
So
One, so I'm
you-
not worried about like Russians killing going after the president. I mean, I'm safe there.
Yeah.
So I
You do you,
started it,
man.
and I started. And I was like, no, I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know.
you
I
didn't
love
watch it.
Idris.
I
I didn't
love
watch
him.
more than 10 minutes.
You missed out.
No, everyone's obsessed, and I've only heard amazing things. But it
He's
just
so
stresses.
good.
He is incredible.
Did you like it, Stevie? It is
Is it over?
stressful though.
Is it done?
8 episodes maybe, or 9 or something weird. It's stressful. I mean, I screamed.
I couldn't even watch Flight with Denzel, and I love Denzel Washington. Just tell me what happens, and I'll watch it. Not right now, but
The plane is hijacked.
oh,
Okay.
thank you.
And
I'll watch it now.
Then the conflict is resolved. The end.
Well, I know that he's got multiple things going on. There's obviously they're being
season-
hijacked, and then he's
Oh,
having
yes.
issues with his wife.
Yeah, well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. It is
Yeah.
about relationship.
Yeah,
with
I'm not
his wife back
ridiculous.
in London. But he's one of these people, he's known as, he's the eyes and ears, the closer that gets things done on this plane. So he's very important for them and carrying out, because, when you have hijackers, they're not real friendly people.
Sure.
Right. So he's having to do some magic and do some things. He's really good.
So this is like all taking place though, like in only like this whole show is in a matter of hours, or like
Yes.
it's not.
Yes. It's hours.
It's
So
just all compact.
but that helped me know that I wasn't going to die, because I get so anxious on them sometimes. I'm like, I need it to wrap up. I need him to land the plane.
Same.
So
That's the thing with it's the plane stuff.
yeah. So and it's hard. I'm
Yeah.
telling you. Well, I'd never do snakes on a plane. Obviously,
Loved it.
Now,
Went to the theater.
who are you to watch that?
It's snakes. I love snake shows.
But they're on
snake books.
Those things that you don't like being talked about flying in the air.
But if you saw the movie, it was hilarious because these are clearly computer snakes, and it's Samuel L. Jackson.
I know. That's the only reason I'd want to watch it.
It's
But I can't talk
amazing.
about it's making the hair on my
Okay,
stand
but it's
up.
just like that would never happen. Never, never,
Okay.
never,
The one
never,
that-
never, no.
Okay, hijack could happen.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Snakes on a plane ain't gonna happen. I don't think all snakes are really amazingly smart terrorists.
No,
Okay.
I'll give you that.
That's the
you
know
get
what I
one
mean?
point on that one. Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it makes
Yeah.
complete
Yeah.
sense. Okay, we're going to wrap things up. We'll come back in a minute more, and Lincoln Lawyer season 2 coming up. All right, here we are for the second half. We had some advertising brought to you by Laser Care Skin Clinic and Natalie Sanderson. Isn't that cute?
Hey,
Isn't that
thank
cute?
you so much.
Okay, Lincoln Lawyer, season 2. It's the story of Mickey Haller,
Yes.
defense attorney who's charming, witty, handsome, all the
Yes.
things.
Matthew
And-
McConaughey-ish.
Yes, that's right. It's patterned after the movie, right?
Yeah.
When the movie, yeah. So this is just 2 seasons. It was a little contrived during some of it with trying to get love interest, and we were like, move on, just get to the
Right.
the case.
So is Nev Campbell in this show?
Yes.
Okay, see, that's why I need to get into
But
this.
so that's his ex-wife.
okay.
But here's the deal with it: she drops off the face of the earth in like episode 8 of the
Huh?
10 episodes. He said
She back?
They said she moved away. You only move away if you get in a fight with the producer or you want more money. So
What's going on with her? Because she wouldn't do the new Scream movie either.
okay, then something's up.
She's mad.
Okay, she is
upset.
sour about something.
She's upset.
yeah,
something's
she's upset because that was it.
That's 2 things that were like,
yeah,
why
like,
would you
she's-
pass it up your
she's-
90s famous person?
She's
from the
obviously
90s?
absent because she is an integral part of the story because
Yeah.
that's his first wife, then he's friends with his second wife, and then he's got this girlfriend. So the first wife, they share custody, and all of a sudden she'll say, I'm moving to San Diego. Well, see ya. Don't let the scream door hit you on the butt on the way out.
I mean, she
boom,
out.
Done. She done.
I wonder I'm worried about Nev.
How are you now?
Yeah.
She still looks good, though.
Oh, amazing. But I'm worried about her.
How old do we think she is? Older
50?
than you?
Older
Yeah.
than me?
Yeah, she's older than you?
Yeah, I'm a baby.
Well, she doesn't look it, y'all.
She definitely gets lasered.
Oh, she's in her 40s? Okay.
She gets lasered.
Okay. The only reason I thought she was older than you is because I'm going back in time when she was on the air, on screen.
Party of 5.
Yeah, Party 5.
Same.
And I'm telling you, her skin.
I know. I think she might
whatever
look.
she's doing is working.
She looks about my age. I'll give her that.
Yeah, and you look like you're in your 30s.
Well,
right?
you know, lasercareskinclinic.com.
Yes. .com.
No big deal.
Okay, this next one, y'all, I'm a big fan, but it is not keeping my interest because I love me some Steve Martin.
Yep.
Murders in the Building, season 3. You feel the same way?
Okay.
It jumped the shark, as they say.
So Scott, are you caught up to season 3?
So should
So
I
he's
pick?
but he's new. So like Scott started, he binge watched 1, 2, and now is on 3. So it's a vibe.
Okay.
So I fell asleep
Well, wait a minute,
in
wait
the
a minute.
first 3.
It's because y'all are in love and he'll do anything now. In 6 months, he's going to watch,
Oh, we
watch
got
the
engaged- we
Cowboys
got
and the
engaged
Patriots.
while watching
okay. All
the
right.
show.
Well, that means something.
But it was season 1. So, but
And
I'm
which
watching
was
season
good.
3. Oh yeah, and 2. But season
And
3, I
2?
fell asleep because
Is that when we had COVID?
had
Yeah, we
COVID.
both had COVID about
Yeah,
the same
and so
time.
I passed out. So we're waiting to. Well, I am. I'm not sure if you're caught up, but to watch all of it at once.
So you're going to do it? You're going to.
I'm gonna do it.
Because they're 30-minute episodes.
Right. I mean, like
Yeah.
it's. I don't have an aversion to it. I love Martin Short.
I love Martin Short.
Paul Rudd, and
I love Paul-
I
right,
love that
that's
he's
what
in
I'm
it.
saying, yes.
I love Steve Martin, and I will absolutely do it. I don't know. I didn't get the same reaction. The season 3.
Meryl Streep, yeah. Now,
Season-
there are some people in it that
Yeah.
you are.
I
Okay,
think
I'll
that
finish it.
I'm rooting for it, but season 1 and 2 were just like, my head exploded. Like I was laughing so hard. But I think, I don't know. It's always like that with like a 3rd season in a lot of shows. Like we have to know. I mean, think of every show that we've ever loved. There's always been that one season where we're like, meh.
yeah,
But
I could do
the next
without.
one gets better again. You know, it's like
Yeah.
you can't have all, unless you're Sopranos.
That-
You can't have
That's
all
true.
100% or Succession.
Or Breaking Bad.
Or Breaking Bad. You can't
Yeah.
have like some have off seasons.
Okay, well, we kind of teased when we were talking to each other before we started recording that we had surprises of what we've watched. So here, mine segues from that.
Okay.
It's complicated. I watched it again with Alec
love that
Baldwin,
movie.
Steve Martin, Meryl Streep. It must be back on. It's coming up in my queue on Netflix.
I love that movie.
It was also what I watched during COVID, and my husband could hear me laughing in the other
I
room.
love that
I
movie.
said, Chris, when he has the laptop in front of his man parts, and it's Steve Martin, and it's not
I know.
her, and Alec Baldwin. That's when we liked him.
It's when we liked him. It's not that we don't like him. He's just
No, it's that I don't like him.
yeah. I
It's
don't
that I
love. I don't love him.
No.
I don't like. He's a seed spreader, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah, right, for
And
sure.
you know, I have zero tolerance for
I
these
know.
old men spreading their seeds.
Right. Hilaria, is that her name?
Yeah.
Hilaria or something?
Well, like Al Pacino's doing
Right.
it. Robert De Niro. I'm like, what are you doing? You're having babies and you're 80. Like,
I think they're firing
this
blanks.
is a Law
I
and
do
Order
not-
SUV episode.
I do not believe
SVU, not SUV. I've had wine.
SUV. One glass of wine.
I mean,
it changes from an SUV.
I'm a weakling. But anyway, I just don't like that whole like 6 bait. I think it's no offense.
well,
Very
one,
Duggars. But anyway,
one time.
Speaking of.
there were like 4 or 5 Baldwin brothers, right? 4 or 5.
Danny, Steven, Billy, Alec.
Okay, 4. Okay, very good.
I always loved Billy.
She can't find her keys, but she knows all.
but I can tell you all the Baldwin brothers.
Pretty good. So one of the Baldwin brothers would come to Arkansas because he was helping a family, like get their
Sure,
kid
it was
on the-
Danny.
What? No,
Was it William?
I think it's Billy.
He was married to China Phillips, who was in
Wait.
Wilson Phillips.
That may have
blonde.
been him.
And she is the daughter of Michelle Phillips from the Mamas and the Papas.
That's right.
And that's a whole other podcast because wow, did that family get complicated?
Because with that one, Mama Cass died on the commode eating hoagie, which was part
she
of the
on the
Mamas and the
commode?
Papas. Yeah. So
Damn.
if she didn't,
She. I
that's
think
what
she
the
had a heart
Inquirer
attack.
said.
I think she had a heart attack. But the Phillips family, you know that it's way worse than it's incest. Like it's way worse than.
Ooh. Okay. I don't want to know. Yeah. Now he's looking.
I'll send
so
you an article.
Billy Baldwin, I think one of those brothers, I don't know, one of them came to
Well,
Arkansas and helped this family. So if I, like you, have one glass of wine, I start saying things like SUV instead of SVU. So I was emceeing the event.
No shame in my game.
And of course, I did the whole sweaty balls thing at Arkansas Children's Hospital.
No, you didn't.
It was $1,000.
You're my
a ticket.
hero.
Oh,
I'm
no.
so proud of you.
They never invited me back.
I'm so proud of you.
They almost escorted me out because I was like, Billy Baldwin or whoever he was is here, sweaty balls. Like, I know, but I was trying to connect with them somehow, and they were like pulling me.
Like they had like a little cane, like a little stick.
I thought I was like Lucy, like they were about to take me
That's
off.
that's something I would do.
I know that's
it's
why.
just like,
That's
I
why you're
can't-
not shocked.
No, and I'm actually like impressed and like I love that.
Yeah, because there was that other time I asked
And everybody
Donnie
needs to
Osmond
light-
if I
they need
could
to
lick
lighten
him.
up.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
right.
remember? Yeah,
Yes.
that was kind of unfortunate because he almost did call security. Well, I mean, I was out there and I wanted to lick him. I mean, because I didn't have a phone to take
Well,
a
he's
picture.
welcome.
Thank you.
I mean, we're not victim shaming.
No, we're not. Who's the victim here, though? Wait, was it me or was it
We
him?
might have dual victims. You never know.
So, but it's complicated. It's something everyone needs to see.
I love
once or
that
7
movie.
times in their life.
And Meryl Streep is adorable.
Which one? Oh, the kitchen.
Oh,
and her
my
chocolate
God.
croissant.
That and Something's Gotta Give kitchen. Those
Oh.
are those two kitchens.
Love that one too.
Dreamy kitchens.
Love that one too. Okay. Now you took one for the team and did this one because I couldn't do it. The Beanie Bubble about Beanie Babies and the craze from the 90s.
All right. So Ty Warner was the creator of the Beanie Baby, and it's played by Zach Galifianakis, and he is unrecognizable in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to like, it felt like when Tony Shalhoub was in that Flamin' Hot.
Yeah.
But I knew Zach Galifianakis was in this, but I just need someone to watch it. I need to talk to someone about this.
Okay. Anybody here? Any
No,
takers?
no one's seen it.
Oh.
But like I told Angela Bingham today, I was like, just watch it. We need to discuss because this performance is amazing. I don't know where to put it. It's Elizabeth Banks.
I know.
It's Shiv from
Shiv.
Success
Yes,
from
Shiv
Succession,
is in it.
and she plays Shiv but as a mom,
As a mom.
and she's amazing. I don't know what to do. Like the story's okay. I don't know.
So
I need
you
to talk
would
to somebody
watch it
about
again?
it. Would I watch it again?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I need someone else to watch it again. Watch it fully. I'm talking too loud.
Rotten Tomatoes. What's your Rotten Tomatoes score? What percentage you
What
think
was
is
it?
good? Yeah, what do you think? What would you give it?
Oh, hell. I mean, the movie's not, it's a good, I couldn't turn it off.
Okay.
And I was anxious the whole time and I kept being like, heh, but I couldn't turn it off. So for me, that's like I'd say 65.
So what is the crux of it? Because I really did lose
Well,
interest.
it's like, it's this man who came up with the Beanie Babies and all of this. And he is a wild narcissist, insecure, piece of shit.
I mean, who isn't?
but
according to
endearing.
everybody. Oh,
Endearing.
yeah,
I don't know where to put him. That's the thing I need to talk about.
Okay.
I need to talk about this
I
movie
may
and
try
vent.
it. I may
because
try
I'm
it.
like, what is his what are his personality disorders? Because I can't put my finger on it.
Yeah.
Is it borderline?
Oh,
he's
I
not
do-
bipolar.
I do like to diagnose people.
That's what I'm saying.
So give me a minute.
There's definitely narcissism, but like, what is the thing?
I'll get
here?
my DSM out.
He's
and I'll
got
get on
trauma.
it.
He's got trauma from
Well,
his dad.
who doesn't?
I mean,
Okay.
join the club.
Join the club.
You're not
Right.
special.
Right.
I mean, we all have it. But I don't know where to put this
Okay.
depiction and this performance. I think he did a really good job, but I won't Wikipedia this man yet until I told Angela
Until you
said she'd
settle
watch
it?
it tonight. I was like, I need someone to watch this movie before I do my deep dive so I can see if we're on the same page. Just in general with this thing. I don't know. Elizabeth Banks is really good in it.
Yeah.
She scares me a little bit.
Oh,
but,
she scares me too.
I mean, it's
Nope.
but
Okay.
in a good way, I guess.
So I'm going to try it then.
I don't know.
I'll try the Beanie Bubble.
I don't know.
But look, Not Good Fell Asleep was my note.
That's what I'm saying. Is like I maybe can just tell you. Maybe I do the homework and
Girl,
I'll just let you know.
I have Adderall. I can watch it if
You're
I
gonna
need
need to take a half ski before that movie.
All right. That's it.
Like if it's at 1 p.m., take a half ski.
Okay.
All right.
I know how this works. I know. The short half-life as opposed to the other ones.
You know
Yeah.
that's right.
Okay. Let's move on to something that totally surprised me. I absolutely loved it. It's Silo on Apple Plus. Let me tell you the cast. This Rebecca Ferguson is this beautiful creature from a Swedish actress.
She was in Mission Impossible.
That's what Chris Fisher said. I go, well, I missed that one too. I don't
You
watch
watch
those.
Silo, which is called Silo.
I know.
But you don't watch the Mission Impossible movies.
That's what I'm telling you. This is something special.
Interesting.
Rashida Jones is in this.
Love.
She is absolutely beautiful.
Love.
Tim Robbins is.
Love.
I love Tim Robbins.
I know you love Shawshank.
I love. And all.
no. Tim Robbins from Wings? Darren.
No.
That's
that
Tim
was-
Daly.
That was Tim Daly.
And he's in Lifetime movies now.
Oh, and we love him.
We love
Because-
Tim Daly.
Yeah, and Stephen Wright. Was that his name?
Weber.
I mean, Weber.
Stephen
yeah.
Weber.
Yeah.
Thomas Hayden Church.
Yeah. Oh,
And I
love-
don't know the original name of Roy. Sorry.
Still love Roy.
I love Roy.
And Helen. See,
Helen.
we could go wings on you in a minute.
Charlotte something.
Okay, so this silo, y'all, is really, it's this dystopian society where it could happen any day. The government comes in, tells you where you're going to live, what you're going to do, where it's socialism. You live where the government decides in a 140-story underground silo. No light, no sunshine, no rain. You see nothing.
Sounds fun.
I know.
This sounds hilarious.
Uh-huh. You're wondering the whole time. I'm thinking, how do they not?
What else is going on?
Girl, there's a lot.
Is there like a love triangle? Like I need something else besides this. Like,
Here it is.
living in hell.
Everyone, so the government, whatever they call it, decides what you do, where you go.
Oh, I
all the
love
things.
authority, so that would
you
go well.
You know me. And then if you just ponder one day, I really want to see the outside. They ship your butt out and you're done.
Where do you go?
Outside the silo.
Diet?
No, there's going to be a part 2. Because
Oh, outside the silo.
outside the silo, you know what it reminded me of? M. Night Shyamalan.
Shamalama Ding Dong?
Yes, when he did The Village. Remember?
Ugh, yes.
But it was a facade. You got outside the village, you were like, this is rocking.
Everyone's like at IKEA.
That's what this is. You leave the silo.
Stop.
Rashida Jones.
And everything's normal?
Yes, but the video they have.
Why are these people stuck in here?
Because the government has decided what they do for them. They don't have freedom.
It's like Truman Show.
Yes, very
but
Truman Show.
Bad, like
yes.
which is still bad, but like
Yes.
really bad. But
Yes.
like, how do these people get chosen?
Well, you're a part of the leftover because when she goes out,
Are these
there's-
bad people?
There's silos everywhere. It's where the government decides you're.
Oh, they pick your silo.
They pick your silo. But
and
you
how do
don't-
they pick it? Like what?
We
what's
don't know.
The world's bad.
Yes. Stevie's comment was they tell you the world's bad, and that the founders.
kidding.
The founders are like it's the Bible. They're like we're going to have to go before the founders and spend some time in quiet contemplation. It's like
Who's rebelling? What's going to make me watch this show?
Rashida Jones, she's our girl.
Okay.
And then
I'm gonna
there-
write that down,
There are a
but I'm
couple of
not
other people
sold.
who start doing things like what's out there? They go, you can't even
It's
say.
like Handmaid's Tale,
Yes. That's what I'm saying. Dystopian.
which we quit after one season.
Well,
Lisa.
because that was about sexual abuse with people
Well,
and victims. This is about
what's season 2 going to be like on this silo show?
stupid people on this one.
Stupid people?
Who believe that the government's not out for your best. We'll discuss another
Really?
time.
Don't get me started
Right,
on
right.
the Unabomber's manifesto.
Right, because we
He
have some
ruined
time.
it though because he murdered people. You can't kill anybody.
that's
but
right.
Otherwise, it was
Shoot.
anyway. You just can't do that.
So
It's fine.
That's what this is about. You need to try it.
I will. Okay, I'm gonna do my secret show,
Yes.
and I'd never heard of this term before. This was just like why this needs to be discussed.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Phrogging? And don't get weird. I mean, don't let your brain get weird. Phrogging.
No.
It is when people secretly live in your home and you don't know it and they're frogging. Okay, listen, sis. I don't get scared very easily, right? This show is terrifying.
So
and I
someone
love
could
it.
be living in my home right now.
Yeah, and you wouldn't know because he is looking, and like the
Okay,
image.
I'm undone. No.
No, the image on the show has an eyeball looking through a plug-in
Finder?
socket.
Oh, shut up.
Girl,
I'm gonna watch it.
oh, you're gonna watch it.
So what's it called?
Phrogging.
That's the name of it?
It's on Hulu called Phrogging.
Who thought
and-
of this? Is it new?
Yeah, it's brand new.
Okay.
I didn't know
My
about
heart's
frogging.
kinda beating fast
Let me
talking
tell
about
you
it.
what. There was one where I was like, "Oh my god!" And like when they discovered one of these froggers. I don't know if that's the term. These
Frog you.
psychotic,
Right. Person.
crazy people.
Right.
And I'm not saying that lightly. These are actually
Yeah.
mentally ill people.
Yes.
But like face paint, hiding, living there for months.
I kind of chilled you.
You think?
Okay. How do they get in? Because now I think someone's
They
in my
get
house.
in and they live there.
Stop.
And they're watching you sleep.
Stop.
And they're trying to do things to freak you out by like opening cabinets.
Stop.
It's a red nightmare.
How many episodes?
There's like 8, and I'm only on episode 4, so I can't wait to get
And
home.
you want to
watch it.
watch the next one?
I do.
Okay.
do.
Because sometimes I do those with one eye closed.
Oh, I did that. It's like with one pillow over your
Yes,
face, but
thinking-
now with this, I'm just like, who's the frogger? I mean, I just want to know.
So is that revealed?
Oh yeah.
Frogger's are? All right.
And so far,
Yes.
none of the people that are talking, it's like a true crime show. None of the people that we know have been murdered, but other people were.
Murder Dirter?
Oh, there's murder dirter.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Big
watch it.
time.
I'm going in.
Yeah.
I'm going
Hulu. There you go.
in. Going in. Okay, so Natalie and I were afflicted with the COVID,
Yeah.
kind of in this last, whatever, go around.
Like a month ago,
Yeah, about a month ago or so.
like the new thing.
Yeah. And yeah, we are so trendy. I mean, that's what we are.
We're ahead of the game.
And we did. Aren't we glad we got it over with?
Oh my God, I can enjoy the holidays.
Totally don't have to worry
I don't
about.
care. I was on an airplane. I was like, please spit in my mouth.
No, Larry and I, my friend, were at a super spreader.
Yeah.
And we got it the next day or
Well,
whenever. We're
just
like, good.
breathe on me. I
Done.
don't care. I'm done.
Done.
I'm
Totally.
good for the fall.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
So during those times, you are kind of quarantined and no one wants to come to your room and see you or, put.
I just got engaged. It was like the day after I got engaged.
That's,
And Scott was behind me a couple of days because he insisted on coming over, and I was like, really? And then we didn't, and then he's got it.
then you got it. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's done for the holidays too.
Yeah, see? Cross
Cheers.
that off your list.
Cheers.
I love it.
But
So,
what did you watch?
I
Because
watched-
I had to watch something nurturing, and I had to watch something that made me feel safe and non-disgusting. What was your pick?
I've never watched Friends, so I started
I
Friends.
know. And I was so happy because you
I
know
love
how I am.
Ross so much.
Ross.
I-
You know how I know every single episode, all the words. I love Friends so much. I've always loved Friends. It puts me to sleep. It's like we're milk. And Ross is like
So
the Phil Dunphy
endearing.
of Friends.
He is. No wonder they used his voice in some cartoon on Disney or
Sure.
something. He's so endearing.
and also
and Phoebe,
hilarious.
Lisa
Phoebe's
Kudrow.
the other best. They're all so
Y'all.
good. Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer
They're all
Aniston.
good.
Yeah, they're all good. Courtney Cox is horrible. Matthew Perry. I mean, all of them are good. But Ross, y'all, is just yummy.
He steals the show for
yes. And so the first
Phoebe.
episodes, Phoebe's so good.
Yeah.
Have you seen the episode? Half-hearted?
No, I'm not there yet, but I know about it because I know about pop culture. So I know these things always existed. I just never saw it.
I'm so jealous of you right
I know,
now that
for
you've never
starting
seen
over.
it. I had the DVDs.
Stop.
My college roommates and I, we would all like lay in, we'd make a pallet, and we'd like, everybody would scratch each other's arm, and like,
At the Pi
we'd be
Phi
hung
house?
over Pi Phi house,
Or dorm?
the Hill House,
Oh.
everywhere we lived.
That's so
And we
cute.
would put on Friends, and it was just like our nurturing, like we're like,
So
everything's
good.
okay.
Your comfort home.
Uh-huh.
Still.
Still. And when I lived in New York, I was very lonely when I
Yes.
first got there, and I had the DVDs, and Lauren would wake up to my laptop going, "Bow na 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 now now na now now" on repeat, like the menu of the DVD, because I was like, I had to watch
She
it
was
fall
like,
asleep. I couldn't fall
Natalie,
asleep without
turn
watching
it off.
I was like, where are my friends?
I know.
It was sad.
I know.
But cute. I mean, the show's really cute.
I love it. I love it. I love everything
I love
about it.
I watched Will and Grace.
Oh, and I love Will and Grace too, because I started that one.
Sean Hayes, perfect human being. Will's kind of an asshole.
But that's okay.
And Grace is a dick. Excuse me.
Oh.
She's a
She is.
narcissist. They're
But
both narcissists.
They are. But Karen,
But Karen is amazing. Sean's amazing. But also Will and Grace are really funny, but like it's just like we don't need to say they're good people.
no, they're not.
They're jerks.
No, she's a jerk.
They're horrible people.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The most self-absorbed humans
But
ever.
Karen kind of is too. 'cause
But
remember-
Karen's hilarious.
Oh, she's so
funny. And Sean, horrible, hilarious.
Love him.
You know who I actually realized I thought I loved in this show and I realized I hated?
Oh,
You ready?
Yeah.
You're not gonna like it.
What?
I don't like saying it. Harry Connick Jr. I hate his
Okay, I'm
character.
done.
I hated his character. He was awful.
but he's Harry Connick
but his
Jr.
character. It's not him. It's his character. He was playing this like it was Grace's husband.
Oh, would somebody get our door? This is what happens when you have a podcast. Oh, it's a delivery. They don't know we're doing a podcast. Thanks. Not here. Nah, we're good.
But anyway, his
But what's funny
character
is-
was like
But Jill Goodacre has an early episode when they're stuck at the ATM together.
at Friends.
At Friends. Yeah, and Friends. So I'm
Yes.
saying I feel that connection.
It's so good.
with both of them.
But I love Harry Connick Jr.
I do
Don't
too.
get me wrong. I love him. But him, like his character in the show is just ick. It's flat. It's
Okay.
ick. His jokes don't land. Like he's trying
But it's Harry
really
Connick Jr.
hard.
Yeah.
And it is, but he's trying really hard. It is. Like it wasn't a good storyline. Like they got married really.
So people.
I didn't even finish the reboot.
So people knew it was bad. Like,
Yeah, he was just not good news. Like for the show, for the character.
okay.
It was a storyline. I think that Deborah Messing was pregnant or something and
Okay.
had to like be kind of off.
Oh.
The pillows and the purses and all that.
Oh.
And then it ended up that like he cheated on her.
Oh, wow.
So a character you already didn't like, then you like hate.
Yeah.
You know.
But you
But
know,
he's
the,
a great. I love Harry Connick Jr.
the reason I love Deborah Messing
Oh,
because
I
she
know.
patterned her acting after
I know
Lucy.
and you can see it in the show
Because
you
of her
can see
physical
and
comedy.
she is so amazing. Oh my God, she absolutely did. And like when you mention that,
Yeah, I told Natalie that.
I see that now.
Yeah.
And like she's
Facial
absolutely Lucy
expressions
Ricardo.
falling. Because
She's
remember,
so Lucy
Lucy
Ricardo.
was the first person that allowed people to laugh at her.
Yes, at her.
At her.
And it didn't like
And would have
affect
food
her.
coming out of her nose or whatever.
shameless
And
comedy.
Deborah Messing did the same thing.
And she's really good at
What?
Just talk about Lucy for a minute.
Oh, well, I mean, that's our connection.
it's her thing.
I mean,
Oh.
your first car was the red Lucy Jeep.
Yep.
When Lucy was in the hospital in 1989 in April, it was a Tuesday because, that's my savant memory. The Sandersons prayed for Lucy at Mount Sinai.
Well,
Do you remember
Bruce
that?
tried to get us. He wanted to
that's
fly
right,
over
that's
because
right.
we're so important, and this is endearing. But we are so important that we could go say bye to Lucy
That's what he thought.
as Psycho fans.
Yeah, well,
Okay. Well, and Bruce
We're
was like,
like
I'm just
Lucy
going to fly
was
us over
in her
there, and they're going to
show.
let us in because I'm a doctor, and we're like,
Right. That is-
I was like really young. I was
you
like,
were 8.
yeah, I was like, I feel like that's not a thing. I feel like that's psychotic.
Alexis,
But
that's so good.
You do you.
Yeah, right.
And then he
David.
called the hospital, and they're like, no,
Yeah, we can't give you any information.
we're not
So-
letting you in here.
Mine was growing up. I was, the daughter of a single mom who had an alcohol problem. So I watched Joan Rivers anytime I could. And I was from Newark, New Jersey. So those are my people.
Yeah.
And I watched Lucy all the time.
Yeah.
And so I know every word to every episode. We'll share an
Well,
episode.
I mean, my connection started with Lucy because the old story is that my dad's mother, Billy,
Yes.
I was obsessed with Marilyn
Oh,
Monroe.
Marilyn Monroe.
And
Biddy
I
did not like it. Was not
so
Biddy
obsessed
approved.
with her. I wanted to be her. I'm like 5 years old, and I'm just like absolutely obsessed. And she told my dad that if I continued to be obsessed with Marilyn Monroe, that I was going to be a hooer. So he diverted.
Didn't mince words, Biddy.
No, and I was the young one, and like so he diverted to I Love
Lucy.
Lucy, and I was obsessed. I know every single episode. We can always like talk.
If
words.
you went to their
and
house
it still
and she
makes
was-
me laugh
Me
so
too.
hard. It is still.
I will tell her sometimes.
absolutely hysterical.
When she's down on the stairs and her feet.
all of it.
I mean, I can tell you episode for
The
episode. I just
freezer.
laugh.
I
The
mean,
freezer.
like the dummy when
The
she
dummy.
dances with Ricky's dummy.
Love it.
It's just like it holds up so well.
You're having my baby and me. We're having a baby, my baby and
That's
me.
how she told him
I
in real life.
sob when I
It's
watch
just that show is.
that. So yes, that
just-
is a deep connection
Yeah.
for us,
Yeah.
and it's anytime it's
And
on.
I think it like avoided, I guess, me being a whore. I don't
Yeah, right.
Guess that was the
How to
purpose.
Prevent Whoredom by
Love
Natalie
Lucy.
Sanderson. Yeah. Okay, so the next thing we're going to wrap up with a few things. One, we're hearing that One Piece is something to watch. My son is staying with us, and he said he started on Netflix. It's like number one or
What's
whatever.
it about?
Anime. Is that what it is?
Anime?
Yeah, anime. Yeah.
You know I'm not going to watch that.
Well, you know I'm not either.
Right.
Look,
Good shout out though.
it was. And
You're welcome.
morning show just picked back up.
Oh yeah, season 3 of the morning show is back
And
up.
who's watched the most episodes? Darren, how many?
I've seen
One?
we've seen half
Oh,
of
there's-
one.
okay,
Scott
brand
has seen
new.
half of one. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
But I
All
mean,
right.
anything with Billy Crudup, I'm gonna watch except for the new show he did on Apple, and I guess
What?
he's in this show, one of the shows, another show on Apple.
Oh, I didn't know. I guess I didn't know.
I don't even know the name. It's sci-fi.
Oh, it's so
It's about what? Oh yeah,
Houses
okay,
on the
sci-fi.
Moon.
Houses on the Moon. Not happening.
yeah.
I don't
It's
care how
not
cute you are.
Silo.
I'm not watching it.
It's not
Okay,
Silo.
well, yeah, pick your battles.
Okay, and then the final thing we have to wrap up with is the movie that's all in pink. It's Barbie.
Barbie, I've seen it 4 times.
Stop it.
Yeah, I love this movie. It's a masterpiece. It is so good.
And it's
so
for
funny.
adults then.
Yeah,
Okay. Not
I
for
thought-
kids?
yeah. I would say
Ish.
teenagers.
12, 13.
Like PG-13.
Okay, I did hear my friend impersonated
It's so fun to watch.
her when she had suicidal thoughts. Wait, was it her that did Barbie have suicidal thoughts or dark thoughts?
Barbie has dark
Yeah,
thoughts. And
dark
she's
thoughts.
like,
But
what do you
she's-
think? She's
but
like,
she
do you
still has
guys
a-
ever think about dying?
She does. Yes.
Because the woman, whoever's playing with her doll, is having a hard time, and it goes to the doll. So they're in Barbie land. So Barbie
So
has to
they're-
go to the real world to figure out what's wrong with the
Got
person
it.
playing with her.
Got it.
And Kate McKinnon plays Weird Barbie. Everybody had the Weird Barbie.
Yes.
I mean, I made all of Lauren's Barbies Weird
Yes,
Barbies.
with the weird hair. The
I mean,
bad
you just
hair.
cut it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, and markers.
Yeah, markers.
Poor
everything,
Lauren
yeah.
had all the Weird Barbies.
Well, and see what happened.
exclusively.
Yeah, right.
Right.
She's now,
She's
you know,
better looking than Barbie.
yeah, well, way
Yeah.
better.
Yeah. Well, maybe
Okay.
I played a role in that.
So,
But
right.
no, this movie is funny.
So it's 2
fun to
points
watch.
of view. Is it real world?
There's
and
real
Barbie
world and Barbie world.
Okay. You
Well,
can
the real world. Okay, so the Barbie world is run by all of the Barbies. Everyone's Barbie.
kind of like Toy Story. It's
Well, it's like your Barbie. You're like President Barbie. You're everyone's Barbie.
Oh,
It's like hi
everybody's a
Barbie, hi
Barbie.
Barbie, and all the
I've
Kens.
heard that.
And
Hi,
the
Barbie, hi,
Kens
Barbie.
only live to have Barbie notice them.
okay, which is about
So it's
how
like
the world
women
is
are in
now.
trouble. No, it's like women are in charge in
Oh,
Barbie
I
world.
see. I see.
So then they go to the real world, and then Ken tries to bring the patriarchy
And that's
back
Ryan
to
Gosling,
and Ryan
right?
Gosling tries to bring the patriarchy back to Barbie land. And he thinks it means like riding horses.
So
it's like
they
stereotypical
leave
man
the
stuff.
real world to come back to
because
Barbie
he's
world.
trying. He went with her to try and find the
Oh,
the
Got
doll.
it. Got it.
So
okay,
it's
I'm gonna
just
watch.
hysterical. It's really fun to watch.
Okay.
And the soundtrack's amazing.
And Margot Robbie's amazing.
Margot
Ryan
Robbie's
Gosling.
amazing.
Will Ferrell's in it.
Will Ferrell, I mean, it's just Michael Cera plays Alan.
No.
Which is like this like Ken doll that was like Alan that didn't sell very well, but he was just Alan. And it's really good.
My friend Larry has
Kate
just
McKinnon,
has just
so good.
started watching
Arrested Development.
Arrested Development for the
Jealous.
first time.
I'm jealous.
Because I said, I go, don't you love hearing Ron Howard? And Larry goes, wait, that's Ron Howard? He goes, oh my gosh, it's Ron Howard.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes.
Yes.
I go, that's what's so endearing.
I wish I could watch that, and I've never seen it.
Right.
I love that.
I know.
But Barbie's really
Okay.
good.
It's on, I mean, for sure, I'll watch it this week.
I mean, I'll
Okay.
give you my login. I bought it. I saw it in the theater 3 times.
Of course you did.
Duh.
Okay, put your books down. Let's talk about that.
Oh, yeah.
That's your podcast.
Yep.
And it really birthed from this conversation here a couple of years ago.
Yeah, you lit the fire, Avi. And
she used to be nervous coming on my podcast.
well, now I feel like I'm too comfs.
No, you're perfectly
No, I
comfs.
said several cuss words.
It's okay. You've got wine.
And I don't drink wine ever. I drink
Well,
tequila.
Well, that's the problem.
Well, there it is. But I'm a little. Well, my sister made my mom. Everybody came over to celebrate the engagement, and Lauren and Sally. We'd all hadn't eaten, and we all got a little overserved. And Lauren was like, "Mom's got to go. It's slur o'clock." So now everything is slur o'clock, and even if you're not slurring, I'm not slurring.
That's
but
funny.
isn't it amazing?
That's very funny.
She's funny.
Lauren's very
She's
funny.
very funny. She's very quick. But no, yeah, Angela Bingham and I have this podcast, and it's a pop culture thing. It's literally this kind of stuff. But
And it was in the
exclusively-
top 3 in Little Rock, right? Or nominated for top 5 or whatever for best
Yeah.
podcast.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
And it started, the genesis was we were here all drinking and eating one night. And she goes, look, you people are smart. I get it. She goes, but put your books down, meaning do something like watch something.
just relax.
Just put your books down.
You pulled it.
Well, it was
You pulled the
It was
line.
actually brilliant
Well,
to say.
you pulled it because I didn't even remember saying it.
Not
in a
are
weird
you
way.
kidding me? Oh my
I
God.
think I do.
You were sitting right there and
Yeah,
you
I
go,
know.
put your books down.
Yeah, I
We
was
know
being a
you're
bit of a
smart.
smart ass.
Yes. Very
Shocking.
comfs at that point. Very
Super
comfs.
comfs at that point.
Well, we're going to wrap things up because it's slur o'clock.
Slur
Someplace.
o'clock. You did slur.
It's hard to do. And I'm drinking.
And you're not even drinking.
I'm drinking punch.
Bless it.
My goodness.
See, you can be slur o'clock for anybody.
That's right. Next time I see you, you will be Natalie Sanderson Jones.
I will be married. Yeah.
You'll be married. The NSJ. There'll be something. You'll be his wife.
I
That's all that
will
matters.
be a wife.
Okay. We'll discuss. We'll have a family meeting later about name changing. But until then, I hope you listen to my podcast and listen to Natalie's too.
Thank you so much.
Link is in the show notes.
I love you. I
love
mean
you
it.
Thanks for listening to the Lisa Fisher Said podcast. Be sure to hit subscribe and download all the episodes and leave a review, won't you? The Lisa Fisher Said podcast is produced by ClantonCreative.com.